Christian, I know you've done forex, but before then, did you have an idea of prop firms
No, no,
before
no, no,
now?
no, no. I
Okay,
saw it in the video. Like the
okay.
first time
So,
I tried it, yeah.
mm,
Okay, yeah. The first time I tried it, I used my small money that I invested. So I lost the account.
everything.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, everything. I blew up the
Mm.
account. So I didn't know about Profem. So I saw it in your video.
Okay. So, like I explained in that video, and I've told some people, prop firms are like company. If you can trade, what what you need in trading is you just need the skill. All right. And the skill is not
Yeah,
even more about technical analysis. It's not about fundamental. It's all about discipline and risk management. That's what you need. If you have these two things, money won't be a problem for you. All right.
yeah,
So that's one of the things I want to really expose a lot of people to. Like me, I traded for 6 months and lost a lot of money without even knowing there is a thing called prop firms. And prop firms have been existing even before 2020. So there are a lot of information we don't have access to. And when I heard about prop firm, I was thinking, is it possible? How can someone give you money to trade? But it's real. If you can check it out online, it's something that is obtainable. It's something that is happening. All right. Me personally, I have a lot of prop firm accounts. I have the one we call 10 Trade. I have GoTed. I have I have Blueberry. I have a lot. The popular ones are like FTMO and Funded Next. All right. So, but there's a reason why I recommend 10 Trade. 10 Trade allows you to trade, uh, allows you to have a risk of 9% of the total amount they give you. There's what we call drawdown. Drawdown is like when you go minus. All right. If you go minus, let's say they give you a 1K account to manage. When you start managing that 1K account and you have a drawdown or you have a loss of up to 9% of that account, they retrieve the account from you. All right. So 10 Trade has one of the highest drawdown rate, total drawdown. They have a total drawdown of 9%. Other firms like 6%, 8%, but 10 Trade is 9%. So that's one of the reasons I like them. Another reason I like 10 Trade is that they give you the opportunity to learn how to be disciplined. When I say learn how to be disciplined, there's what they call consistency rule. For instance, if you're trading now, if you're using a particular lot size, that's one of the things I'm going to discuss: lot size, pip size, and leverage. All right. If you're losing a particular lot size, they allow you to use times 400 of the first trade you took. All right. Then you can't go below times 50% of the trade you took. Don't worry, I'm going to explain lot size. Then I will come back to this explanation I'm making. So I welcome everybody. So lot size, the simplest way I can go for lot size. Lot size is your purchasing power. Okay. Your purchasing power is your lot size. If you have an account of $1,000, all right, and you want to risk 0.5% of $1,000, or let's say 1% for the mathematics, you want to lose 1% of $1,000 for each trade you take. It's your lot size that will determine how this is going to be. All right. Lot size is just like your purchasing power. There's a standard lot size, there's a micro lot size, and there's a mini lot size. All right. But all those things doesn't matter. What matters is that you understand what lot size is. Lot size is the reason why a lot of people blow accounts, because they don't know how to calculate lot size. All right. So now, like I said, lot size is your purchasing power. Okay. If you want to take a trade, you have a $1,000 account and you want to risk 1% of that $1,000. How much is 1% of $1,000? $10, right? Is $10. So for you to take a trade and you lose and it hits your stop loss. In trading, like if you watch the video, I showed you how you calculate your stop loss and how you calculate your take profit. For you to, when the trade goes against you, goes to your stop loss and you lose just $10, you have to calculate the right loss size. So loss size is your purchasing power. Another way to explain loss size is, that some people that are involved in gambling, sports betting, and so on, you see someone that has the same prediction, the same game. Let's say Man U, Arsenal, all right, for a win, and there are two people, they play the same game, all right. You notice that someone used 10,000 naira to play that same game, and that person is making gain of 50,000 naira. All right. Another person, the same game, the same everything, but the person is using 1,000 naira to play it, and that person is making maybe 5,000 naira. So why are they playing the same game and they are making different amounts? Why do you think so? Please let me know. Let me know. Did you get me?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's because of the amount, the like your you stake, the
Yes.
difference
The
in the
person that
amount.
is in, yeah, the person that is using 10,000 naira has a higher purchasing power, all right, than the person that is using 1K. So that person makes more money than the person that is using 1K. And when it goes round, you lose more money than the person that is using 1K. So that's the logic of loss sizes. All right. That's the logic. There's one standard lot, which is one loss size. You understand? The other one is 0.1, and the other one is 0.001. All right. So depending on what you're using. So for you to calculate your loss size, all right, that's where we use this position size calculator. Let me try and share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
No. Yes.
You can see it now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is position size calculator. You don't need to pay to have this. If you just type on your Chrome, on your laptop or phone, just type position size calculator, a lot will come up, but click the one that has my FX booth. Let's say you want to trade now, there's a trade. You want to trade Euro JPY, okay? Your account, your funded account is in dollars. You put it USD. The account size, let's say $1,000. That's what you have there. So this is the money. You can swap it to RICS. You want to RICS, you can swap it to money or RICS. Let's say it's RICS. You want to RICS 1%. Then your lot size pips, I'll still explain pips, is like 20 pips. All right. You just want to put one trade. This one, you leave it like this, one. You don't change it. You calculate. What happens? It's showing 1% is of $1,000 is $10. All right. This is like the new unit. You don't touch here. Then the size and the lot size is showing you that you are going to use 0.07 lots for you to take a trade. And when it hits your stop loss, when it doesn't go to your direction, you lose $10. So with this position, this software now, position size calculator, you are able to calculate your lot size, you're able to calculate your risks. And with the help of this, if you know how to use the trading view, which I'm going to show you now. All right. Please just picture what I just did there. What I did in the position size calculator. Keep the picture in your head. Let me go to trading view. So this is trading view. Okay, when you're doing your analysis, can you see my trading view?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are doing your analysis, this is GBP USD, British pounds, US dollar. If you're doing your analysis now, and your prediction is that from here, this is the price now, this place. Let me try and zoom it. All right, from this particular place, you are saying that from here, this market is going to go up. From this particular place, this market is going to go up to this place. This becomes your TP, take profit from here to here. Remember that this candlestick is just a representation of what is happening here. Price. This is price. This is price to the right hand. The price is currently at 1.29202. All right. If it's going up like this, it's moving in pips. Percentage in profit is pips. If it's moving this thing, it's going high in pips. If it's moving this way down, it's going low in pips. This is what pips is. The movement up or the movement down. All right. So once you take this particular two, long position, all these two, you can see it here at the left-hand side. All right. Once you take this one long position and put it, this is what you get. So the price is currently here, and you are saying that this price is going to move to this place. All right. If you check it now, you are seeing that it's showing you 36, 32 pips. This is from here. This 1.29185. If you subtract this one now around here, 1.29552 minus this, you see that it will give you 36.2 pips. So this 32.2 pips is, you are saying that from here to here is going to give you this amount. That's for your take profit. But your stop loss, remember, stop loss is very important. You must be let go of certain amounts. You must be willing to take risk of certain amount for you to get a reward. That's when we say risk to reward. We can say 1:1. Like one of my students, Victoria, the trade she took today that entered was a 1:1 reward. All right. This is example of a 1:1. So look at this risk to reward ratio. It's showing you 1.05, meaning that is a 1:1 reward ratio. If it goes like this, she risks 1%. If it goes like this, she gets a reward of 1%. All right. But let's take this one up. Please, if you're not getting me, let me know. So right now, this is 3.05. This is a 1:3 reward. Okay, for instance, the pips for the stop loss is 16.9. The pips for the take profit is 51.6. You see that this 51.6 is 3 times this 16.9. Risk to reward 3.05. All right. So what am I saying in essence? When you now go to your Meta 5, you won't check here. You just take these numbers and input. All right. So whenever the price goes to this place, the trade takes you out automatically. All right. You just lose 1%, which is $10, according to the calculation we are doing on our position size calculator. But if it now goes from here to this place, to this particular point, you now win 3%. 3% of that your account is $30. If you lose 1%. Please, I want to know that you understand what I'm saying. Are you with me?
Yes, I will.
Are you with me?
Yes, we are. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So that this what I just explained now is the concept of pips and lot size. Lot size is your purchasing power. Okay, how much you are willing to put in a particular trade. That is what lot size is all about. In the other hand, your pips is the distance your trade moves up or down. If it moves up, all right, is in the positive. If it moves down, is in the negative. All right. Another example for this pips is you can take another trade and it's a short, is a down trade. All right, from here now. Decide that this trade from this particular place, that this trade is going to go down, which it went down to this place. If you say that this is going to go down and it goes down, you are making profit. But if you now from here goes up to this place, is hitting your SL. And as you can see, your SL is 15.7 pips. All right. So you go there, you put a short position, and say when it goes down to this particular place, which is 1.2077, I'll take profits. All right. When it goes from here to here, I'll take the loss. Okay. Remember, when you go to your Meta 5, you is this number here that is important. All right. This number by the right hand, that's what you impute on your Meta 5. All right. So that's just it. Please just weigh yourself. Know if you understood what I just explained about it, because these are the basics in trading. If you don't understand this, you make a lot of mistakes. So just weigh and answer it. Any reaction? No reaction. So we understood everything, right?
Please, can you go back
Are
to
you on
the
this class with
position
me?
size? Please, can you go back to your position size calculator?
If you can't talk, your network is bad. Test right on the. Okay, this is the position size calculator. Do you have any challenge here? Eh?
I think she meant she should help, like recap, so she
Hello,
can
Vivian.
understand better.
Okay, so this position size calculator, number one thing you will do is to put the currency pair, all right, that you want to trade. In this case, is Euro JPY. The currency you're trading with, you're trading with US dollar. The account size, how much do you have in that account total? That's the account size, $1,000. How many risks are you willing to take per trade? For me, I'm willing to take 1%. Some of my accounts, I take 0.5%. All right. I don't go beyond 1%. Let's say 1%. You can swap it. If you don't want to do it by percent, you can swap it. Right. But I prefer putting it in. Now, the loss side, I just explained pips for you in the other, in the trading view. Pips, if it goes up, if it goes down, the movement up, the movement percentage down, that's the pips. So your loss, stop loss, that's when it gets to this loss, when I start losing up to this amount, it should stop me out. This is what it means by stop loss pips. All right. So we are saying that if I lose up to 20 pips, it should stop me out. You put it there. It can be 5 pips, it can be 100 pips, depending on your time frame, because time frame affects your pips. If you're trading on a higher time frame, your pips stop loss might be up to 50 pips. Okay. The trade size is just one trade. You're not putting multiple trades, just one trade. Then you click calculate. If you click calculate, it gives you two information that is vital. Number one is it tells you the particular loss size you're going to use. If you use this loss size in your MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4, and you put these numbers, remember the number in the right hand side, all right, which represents your loss, pips loss side. If you put it there in your MetaTrader, once the trade goes down to that point, the trade will automatically stop you out and you lose just $10. But if the trade goes to your favor and hits your take profit, which might be, if you are doing 1:1, 1:2, or 1:3, or 1:5, depending, if it gets to that point, it hits you out and you take profit. Okay, please, are you with me on this? Very important. You have to practice this. I think maybe after this
Yes,
class,
sir.
everybody should practice this so we know that you understand it, because this is one of the key level of trading. If you don't understand how to size your position, you'll be making a lot of mistakes. And again, this is just for currency trading. This is not for gold. Gold has its own calculation. I don't the money I've lost with gold because of this mistake. Most times I'll go and use this thing to calculate gold. It always gets me out. So I'm not interested in gold. If I'm interested in trading gold, I'll still know how to calculate it well. So I don't, this is not for currency pairs, not for gold, not for indices. All right, or futures. This is just for currency pairs. This class is just for currency pairs. Thank you. So
Okay. All
any
right.
reaction?
Yeah. Please, can we use this position size calculator for demo money, not real money?
Yes, now that your yes. Let's say you have a demo of $10,000, or maybe your account now is on drawdown $9,700. That's what you have. You just choose that amount come to account size. How much is your account size now? Your balance. You put it there. How much do you want to risk? Okay, you put it there. Then you click it, you show you the lot size you use when you are doing analysis and you want to enter a trade. This is the lot size you take. You use it. It works any whether demo or real account, you can use it. But the thing is, you should understand how to use it. That's just the thing. All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. You're welcome. So any other reaction?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So I think in the last video I explained about leveraging. Did I explain about leveraging in the last class?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, where you
Okay,
have
let
to
me
put
just
more money, yeah, with
yeah,
broker.
let me throw a light about it. We because of like I told you that one standard lot is around $100,000. So we can't really participate as retail traders because we are retail traders. There are big boys, banks, all right, hedge funds are the big boys in this game. So we are just like the small people in the game. So we can't really participate as retail traders in the market without the help of brokers, right? Brokers serve as middlemen that gives us leverage, all right, to do business. It's just like in a layman's man borrowing money to do business. They give us leverage. So depending on the leverage you use, if you are using 1:100 leverage, that means your capital you are timesing it times 100. If you are using 1:2,000 or 1:1,000, 1 is to unlimited, your brokers like SNES gives unlimited leverage. Your timesing it times that. That helps you to enter play multiple positions. All right. Let's say your account can only carry 0.1 lot size to enter a trade. With leverage, you can use 1 lot size. You can even use 10 lot size. All right. So that's just what leverage is all about. And remember that if you leverage too much, you are easily to wipe your capital. You are easily to wipe your capital. So you always have to modernize the try to reduce the way you use leverage. So that's just it about leverage. So in our next class, you have to, by now, I believe everybody should have a trading view, either on a laptop or phone, but preferably on a laptop. So by next class, we are going to start analysis. I'm going to teach you simple market structure, okay, in our next class. So I believe we have exhausted our time so far. But if you have any contribution, you have any reaction, you can still make. I don't want these videos to be long. I don't want to take much of the time. That's why I try to simplify all these things. Okay, so in our next class, we're going to learn market structure. So have your laptop. So if I'm doing it on this laptop, you're still doing it on your own. Okay. So another thing I want to talk before the end of this class is that we have, let me go to trading view. We have many types of traders based on the kind of time frame they use. Types of traders based on kind of time trade they use. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We just stopped in. We have type of traders.
Okay, based on this is very important. This is very important based on time frame. So if you're on a weekly time, if people, some people take trade on a weekly. All right. Number one, people we have position traders. Position traders are those people that they can allow the trade to run for 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, and so on. So when they come to this trade view, they might open the weekly time frame. If you open the weekly, that means that each candlestick now represents 1 week. The next one is 10th March. You see, it's 7 days. So each one now has weekly. This one is 25th March. No, this one is 6th January, right? This one is 13th January. This one is 20th January. Okay. Are you with me? So position traders are people that put trades on this higher time frame, like weekly time frame. Okay. So another type of traders we have is swing traders. Swing traders are like they put trades, let's say they use like from 4 hours or daily. They use the 4 hours candlestick or the daily candlestick to make their predictions or speculations. This is 4 hour now. This is 9. The next one is 1. The next one is 5. This one is 9. 1, 5, 9, 1. So 1 hour in interval. Okay. So what's this telling you is that before the trade is going to hit their take profit or take loss, if you're using a 4 hour time frame, it might take you 3 days, 5 days, 1 week. All right. So these are swing traders. Okay. Then we have day traders. I think day traders from 1 hour, and most times they use 15 minutes. Please take note of what I'm explaining. All right. I'm using 15 minutes now. Each candlestick is 15 minutes. Here. You see, this one is 2:30. The next one is 2:45. The next one is 3. The next one is 3:15. So that's what they use. All right. So whatever is going to happen, this thing is going to reach here before the end of the day, or is going to reach here before the end of the day. That's their interval for day traders. Then we have scalpers. Scalpers used from 1 minute down, 5 minutes, just from anything from 5 minutes down. All right. Let me use 1 minute, for instance. So that's scalper. Me, most of my trades are scalping. I scalp most of my trade. My trade don't take, highest it will take is 5 hours. Most of my trades. So Each candlestick now represent 1 minute. You see, this one is 4:10. The next one 4:11, 4:12, 4. So have you. So that's just it. So you have to identify the kind of trader you want to be. If you are someone that has a job, you can decide to become a no, not day trader. You can decide to be a swing trader. If you put a trade today, it might take 3 days for that trade to run. So you don't need to be on your system forever. Okay. And why this is good is if you learn a particular analysis or strategy, you can use it for the same strategy you use for 1 minute, the same strategy you use for 1 hour, the same strategy you use for 1 week, the same strategy you use for 1 day, because the time is there's an English they call is fractal also. All right, what happens here is what is going to happen here is what is going to have happen there. Okay, that's why I'm able, for most of you that have been following me, I'm able to predict what is going to happen to Bitcoin on a long run. All right, for those of you that have been following me for a while on my WhatsApp, I'll tell you this is what is going to happen to Bitcoin. So and so, so and so. It's because I'm using that that swing or position size strategy to make the prediction. So this is what you need to know. You don't need to face the laptop every day to make a trade. You can do your work and make a position, do your strategy on a higher time frame, and then you take 1 week, 2 weeks to play out. You don't need to start checking your laptop every day. Then you can still do the one I'm doing, which is scalping. I just trade from around 12 p.m. to around 5 p.m. Like my trade can even from 12 p.m. to 3. Every time I know whether I'm taking loss or I'm taking, but highest I stay in the computer 4 hours, 5 hours, I'm done. I just place my trade, leave it. The next 4 hours I come and check it. All right. So it depends on what you want to do. So I think this is a lot of information already this night. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link. All right, so you can get SNES account, and if you get SNES, you use their demo. But I believe that everybody should have account, or you can use a $10. The SNES permits you to have as low as $10 in your account, or you can go for the prof firms. I'm going to drop the link on our WhatsApp. So any reaction? I think we've exhausted our time so far. Any reaction? Are you with me?
Yes, sir. We're with you.
No reaction, right?
Just only have to just go and watch it and slowly and learn.
Okay, no problem. Thank you all for joining today's class. All right, you can still invite your friend. There's no harm. It's just 45 minutes. All right, to join the class. No knowledge is a waste. All right. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.
Thank you, sir. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.